When the ancient poet Virgil wrote of the Romans in the Aeneid, he used three words to describe the best of Roman culture, Roman character, Roman civilization: labor, pietas, and fatum. He used the word labor to describe the concept of self-reliance and ownership, the idea of taking care of ourselves and not relying on government or others. For the American founders, the greatest model, the ultimate model of this was the Roman general Cincinnatus. Perfect example of manliness and this sense of self-reliance. Today, pietas or piety often refers to perhaps a good churchgoer. But for the Romans, the concept of pietas was this idea, a sense of duty, a devotion to family and to country. It even meant a connection with your ancestors and with those members, future generations of your family that hadn't come yet. The idea of pietas, this devotion, this duty to family, to nation, was a very strong cultural norm during the 200 years of the Roman Republic. And fatum was a sense of Rome having a responsibility to bring peace and prosperity to the whole world. Virgil and many other Roman authors were extensively read and studied by the American founders. In fact, the founders consider themselves to be the new Romans. During our tour in New York in October of ReValue America, we're calling for new American founders, citizens, leaders who value these concepts, these Roman concepts of labor, pietas, and fatum. The problems we face today in America are directly related to a disregard and in some cases an absolute ignorance by most Americans of these concepts. The concepts of labor, pietas, fatum. In other words, self-reliance, family and national legacy, and an idea of manifest destiny. These were the principles that made America the greatest nation in the world. So when did we forget? When did we choose to stop taking care of ourselves in favor of constantly looking for handouts from the government? When did we stop feeling responsible to set an example for our great-grandchildren? When did we decide to no longer be responsible for our families, 2, 3, even 4 generations into the future? This used to be the American concept, the idea of family legacy. When did we stop seeing ourselves as a blessing to all nations? To the less fortunate, huddled masses of the communist and totalitarian governments around the globe. It all starts with us, you and me. Things get better in America. Things get better in the world when things first get better in our homes and in our communities. American education gets better when, and only when, we as adults, we as parents, decide and understand and choose to get a better education ourselves. When we decide to lay the remote down and pick up a book. I love my country. I love my fellow citizens. I love my family. And I believe that you love these things too. It is time for us to take our lives back. It is time for us to take our destinies into our own hands and to recommit to become new American founders. I am so excited and look forward to meeting you in New York in October with the ReValue America tour. Thank you.